Welcome to week number 6 of prepping for Ironman California, with the main goal of qualifying for the Ironman World Championships next year in Kona, Hawaii. This is the last month of pushing to make progress, to get stronger, to get fitter. If you don't know already, it's a lot harder to qualify for the Ironman World Championships this year, and basically you have to go as fast as possible, be a top age grouper. And if you're not a top age grouper, you're most likely not going to qualify for the Ironman World Championships. The only guarantee that we know is you have to win all out your age group, or you need to be within the top 5 to give yourself a chance to really qualify for the Ironman World Championships. So we need to go as fast as possible. We need to have our best race that we've ever had, and we need to PR big time. So our goal we have in mind is to go sub 9 hours, and that's a very tall order. Last year at Ironman Arizona, I went 10:29. Year before that, we did Ironman California, and I went 11:30. So we have a ton of work to do, but just based off of the training that we've done this year, some of the races that we put in this year, we're on track to have a very solid race and to be able to hit our goals. So we just got to continue laying bricks over the next month and see where we end up in October. So right now we're heading to the gym to hit our Monday recovery swim. So we have about 3,000 yards to do, and then another week kicks off.
I'm on cardio, running on beats. In the morning, I'm running on beats. From the hill.
Check out this sunset right here. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset. Let's go.
I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I'm saying. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I got the rat like. You a suspect, someone I can't fuck with. You a suspect. You a suspect. You a suspect, someone I don't fuck with. I can't fuck with y'all. That whole wave was suspect. Pew 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 pew, shooting from the hip. I paint on a dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I say on G and dip, bitch, we pew pew pew. I'm from the hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. I got this wrong that breach it, bitch. I play that, yeah. Back in my old days, I was somewhere out of it. Your whole way was counterfeit. Ring ring out like doubting it. Get back in my old ways, I was somewhere out of it. This ain't no, not doubt that shit. You know that when I doubt like this. Alright. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that.
Just finished up the first bike ride of the week, hour and 30 minutes. It was a very simple workout. It was just 6 by 5 minutes at 215 watts, followed by 5-minute recovery. Repeat that for 6 sets. Little warm up, little warm down. Very simple. Still a little bit fatigued in my legs from a big ride on Sunday, but the good thing is we have 0 residual pain in the glutes from the cramping last week, so we are good to go. Heading to my office to go crank out some work, and then after that we will hit a little zone 2 run and maybe a little lift, and then maybe hop in the sauna as well.
I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. Bounce back like that. Back in my old days, I was somewhere out of it. You took from my.
Just finished up 5 miles on the treadmill. Purely aerobic today. Pretty hot back here, no fan. So I definitely sweated a lot more than I wanted to, but heart rate was still in check. 5 miles, 8:16 pace, 130 heart rate. Overall felt really, really good. So happy with it. And right now we're gonna get in the sauna, get in some recovery. Okay, a little recap on the day. Built up to a 15.0 strain. This morning's workout was a 10.6 strain. This run we just did was 11.7 strain. And overall, just a nice casual aerobic day. It's really kind of just priming my body for the rest of the week. And aerobic days are just days to be able to get work in and not have it crush your body. And it's still building that, you know, aerobic engine, which is a necessity for going long distances like a marathon or an Ironman. So we'll get some good sleep, good recovery. We'll wake up in the green, ready to smash a 2-hour, low cadence, big gear workout. And then we'll go swim. One thing I am doing every single morning, which ultimately determines how I structure my nutrition throughout my day, throughout my workouts, is checking my metabolism. So what I do every day is use this device called Lumen. And basically what you do is you take a deep breath and you breathe into this device. And this is able to gauge your CO2 levels, which is then able to tell you if you're burning carbs or if you're burning fats. So every morning I see what my levels are, and then I can adjust my nutrition accordingly. So this morning we are burning 55% fat, 45% carbs. So I'm right in the middle where I should be, which shows that my metabolism is medium flexible today. The fact that we have 3 to 4 hours of workouts means that I can totally be fine with eating carbs. I do have some carbs in my system right now, so I'm not necessarily going to be eating a ton of carbs heading into this workout, but I will make sure that I'm getting my electrolytes and definitely staying hydrated throughout this spike session. All right, slight change of plans. We're gonna go ahead and swim first. I feel like my glutes are a little bit tight, so I'm hoping that the swim will loosen it up. So for today's swim, we just have a 1 hour, 3,500 yard swim, 400 easy, 300 kick, 400 drills, 75 swim, 4 by 75, 12 by 25, 5 by 100, and then 8 by 50, 200 pull, 8 by 50, and 200 cool down. Sounds like a lot, but intensity is not super high or anything like that. Should be a pretty chill swim. So we're gonna head to the gym right now, crank out this swim. Typically I wouldn't be eating anything if we were gonna go swim first, just because it's not really demanding on the body. But I am a little bit hungry, and I know I need a little bit of electrolytes. So what I'm gonna do is just eat this Cadence Core 40 bar. If you guys haven't tried this thing is delicious. It's just like the same consistency as like a Rice Krispie, but in like a chocolate flavor. Tastes so good. It's got 40 grams of clean carbohydrates, and you're also getting in that salt, so you're prepping for that workout. So I'm gonna eat this and then sip on a little bit of caffeine. Got my water ready to go, and then we'll hop in the pool.
Took from my energy source. We was in heaven and devil before. Whether indebted to who? We wasn't running and betting the truth. Bet on the truth, I bet on the truth every day. Bet on the truth in the way. Bet on the truth in the day. Yeah, got number 2 on the way. Yeah, and I didn't notice it. I got a brick, and I got a photo that you took a brick, and I didn't notice it. You would've did, and I would've told in the bitch. You saying I'm taking, giving, I giving, you take it, I give, you take, I give, you take, Hey, I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. Bounce back like that. Yeah, bounce back. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I got the rats like that. I bounce back. I got the rats like that.
Today is Thursday, and I would say we probably have one of the funnest days out of the week for Ironman prep, and that is the speed run. Lately in 2025, I have absolutely grown to love speed running sessions. I think not only am I pretty decent at running, or I've gotten pretty decent at running, it just feels good to move at higher thresholds and really push yourself physically. and my body's just responded very well. So Thursdays are typically our days where we are pushing faster paces. Today we're going to be working at tempo paces, and over the past couple weeks it's been 12-minute blocks at tempo paces. Today is going to be about 15 minutes at tempo pace. I believe it's 3 by 15 minutes at tempo. We're going to be doing this on the treadmill, of course, on the Wahoo KICKR run. Honestly, guys, one of the coolest treadmills I have ever ran on, and now that I have one, I just want to take advantage of, you know, of using it. It's really helped me efficiently get faster. Again, still running outside is important, and I will run outside this weekend on our long run. But I have noticed that these treadmill runs, especially on the Wahoo KICKR run, because you can dial in the exact pace you need to be at, or you can go on run free mode, which is it responds to you. So if you run faster, it runs faster. So if I'm trying to hold a 6-minute pace, 6 to 6:10, all I have to do is run at that pace, and the treadmill literally holds that pace for you, which is I've never seen on any treadmill. So to be able to precisely get that type of pacing on a treadmill, it makes sense to be on a treadmill. You have consistent feedback, you got a controlled environment, and it's just efficient for me. It's at my work, and it allows me to still be able to get work done, hop on the treadmill when I have time, and then we'll crank out the workout. And then also we have a lift today as well, so we're going to be lifting maybe a little bit upper body, a little bit of lower body to finish, and then if we have time, we'll hop in the sauna as well to wrap up the day. But it should be a really good day. I felt like I got some pretty good sleep, as good as I could have gotten, and it's a brand new day. Good day to get better. Think of this angle right here. Do you think this is dope? I'm on the FX3 right now, and I've got it on a Sony 24mm f1.4 G Master lens. Honestly, one of the crispiest lenses I have. I don't know, this angle looks pretty dope. It's a little bit more zoomed in to my 10mm Laowa, where you can see everything in this car, but this feels a little bit more up close and personal. What lens do you like better? Do you like the wide angle, or do you like this 24mm focal length? Alright, this is gonna be kind of shitty, but I forgot my running shorts, my running tights, and all I have is these Nike, I think they're technically swim shorts. Not the most flexible, but I really don't want to go back home and get the tights. It's just gonna waste too much time, so I'm gonna try to run in these things. Might be uncomfortable, but it's just 11 miles. We'll be fine.
Itchy Dow tone, made another milestone. Now she get the Dow tone. Every time I'm out, it's you out, but you bound from. I'ma make you bounce on it, I make you down, don't. Uchi wally, I put her to sleep. I just took the top off, let's be in the sheets. I just took the top off, now we out in Greece.
That wraps up today's run. I did a quick little lift. Didn't have time to hop in the sauna, but I lifted, got a little pump in. But for the run specifically, we had 2 by 15 minutes today at tempo pace. The goal actually was to hold a 6:31 pace, and we held about a 6:20 for both sets. So that was some good work. And then we had 4 by 200 meters at a faster pace. Goal was to hold 520 to 550 in between there, and I think I pretty much held on to sub 520 all the way down to about a 5-minute pace. So overall, really happy with today's work. Body felt really good. Now tomorrow's an interesting day because we have a practice swim, and on the notes it just says swim 4,200 yards straight. So we got literally an Ironman practice swim tomorrow. A little nervous about, but just gonna take it chill, keep it aerobic, not push too hard, just get a feel for the distance. That's something I have kind of requested to Coach Natasha, is I want to make sure before I hop into the race that I actually feel the distance and get familiar with that feeling, because I think I benefit from that. I think I benefit from mentally knowing what my body physically has to go through, because I've already felt it before. So tomorrow is one of those practice swims. We will crank out tomorrow, and then we have an hour and 25 minutes on the bike just spinning to prepare for another big weekend. So we don't have quite as big of a weekend on Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday, actually. But we do have an 18-mile run on Sunday. So still a big weekend, just kind of in a different way. Alright guys, it is Friday and I'm starting late on these workouts. It's just been kind of a busy day. To be completely honest, it's been pretty busy, hectic. We're supposed to swim and bike today. I definitely need to cycle first because we have a big bike ride tomorrow, so I need to for sure get this in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this swim in though, but we're gonna do our best. And worst case scenario, if we need to move the swim, I can move it to tomorrow or possibly Sunday. It's just gonna make for a lot harder day of workouts, but first things first, we got to get this workout done. So for today's workout, we have an hour and 20 minutes. It's a spinning shakeout ride. It's going to be high zone 1 to zone 2. So very, very easy work. Just spinning the legs fast. We have a 15-minute warm-up, then 4 by 30 seconds of 215 watts. The main working sets here is going to be 5 minutes 175, 5 minutes 190, 2-minute recovery, 4 by 30 seconds, 230 watts. Repeat the 5 minutes 175, 190, then 4 by 30 seconds, 245 watts, and 5 minutes 175, 190. So we're just shaking the legs here. That's what we're doing. So if I can get done in time, I'll still go hop in the pool. To be completely honest, pretty nervous about that workout. So we'll see. Not gonna lie, the swim is intimidating, man. I'm not sure if I've ever swam 4,200 yards straight in a pool. That's literally that's pretty much swimming for an hour straight. it's kind of intimidating. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Regardless, we're gonna get it done. It's not a crazy pace or anything like that. It's just to get a feel for the distance. You know, I've done back-to-back 5K swims last week, and it's not like we're not ready for this swim. It's just when you're not breaking up the sets, it just gets a little bit more intimidating. And yeah, I've done 3 Ironmans at this point, and I've done the swim, so I know I can do it. But I don't know. So for today's swim, I'm gonna be in a swim skin. It's gonna be a Roka swim skin. If you're not familiar with swim skins, it's what you wear when the water temp is too warm in an Ironman to wear a wetsuit. So it's a very thin layer. It almost feels like just a tri-suit, but it helps with aerodynamics and keeping you efficient in the water. It's not quite like a wetsuit where you have like the crazy buoyancy and it like keeps you super warm or anything like that. It's literally just this very fine, thin layer suit. Kind of looks like a sleeveless tri-suit, and it's supposed to help keep you a little bit more efficient. So I'm gonna wear that this morning in the pool, and we'll crank this thing out, and then we have 3 hours and 30 minutes on the bike after that, and then a 30-minute run. So not a huge volume day beside the swim, but nonetheless, it's kind of fucking with my mind a little bit. But I'm just gonna get in, get started, and before you know it, we'll be done. So alright, so I just broke the zipper on my swim skin, so no swim skin.
We got way too fucked up on some dollar margaritas. But when in fucking Rome, bitch, I'm Caesar. Yeah, riding in that ghost, I'm running from my demons in my car, dashing homie. You can call me Jesus. Hey, y'all ain't really doing shit. It's really just what we think. And I'ma talk my shit tonight, and I don't need no reason. I'm $1 million phone calls. You can call me Regis, lot of people back home. My dogs really fucking need to see.
We did it. Officially the longest pool swim. Officially the longest set in the pool. 4,200 yards. Kept it really chill, I would say, up until a couple hundred yards left. So the goal, well, I really didn't have a goal in mind going into the swim. It was just to keep it aerobic in zone 2 and wherever the pace was, whatever the pace was. So in the beginning it was like 135, 136. I was trying to hold on to that as long as possible, and then it started slowing down. Then it was holding on to 138, 139 with about 1,600 yards left, and I knew I was probably gonna lose it potentially, so I was just trying to hold on as long as possible. And that crept the heart rate up just a bit more, and then I slowed down to 140 per 100 yard. And then with about 200 yards left, I was feeling really good, so I started pushing it a little bit. And I think the last 200 yards I was going 130, right on the dot, and I got it back down to 139 for the average for the 4,200 yards. So total time was 1 hour and 9 minutes, 4,200 yard swim, 139 per 100 yard pace, and I'm happy with that, man. It was a good swim. It's crazy because you'll be swimming and you'll feel the lactic acid build up in the beginning, and then it just kind of clears. It's kind of crazy. And then you can kind of just feel like you're swimming forever, which is pretty cool. I think it was about 1,500 yards in, that lactic acid really cleared out, and felt like I could just go forever. and was really just, I was able to lock in on a few cues that I wanted to focus on. One was reaching to get as much distance as possible, and then the other just having a good pull through the water, and not turning my head too much. So overall, really good swim. We're heading to my office right now, crank out a 3-hour and 30-minute bike, and we'll see how we feel after that. But it should be a pretty good bike session. We got some Ironman efforts to do, and I'm gonna do it inside, and it'll be a solid workout. Alright, so this workout looks very simple. 20-minute warm-up, 3x20 at 195, and 2x40 at 210. It's like a couple things, but will be 3 hours and 30 minutes. Today is Sunday, last day of the week number 6, almost in the books. We have one very big key workout to do today. That's an 18-mile run. We need to do it outside because I need to see if the treadmill has been translating to outside. And a lot of Ironman race pace in there. So the way this workout looks is a 3-mile warm-up followed by the main sets, which are 3x3 miles at Ironman pace, with the heart rate staying between 150 to 155. That is going to be my Ironman pace heart rate. As far as the actual pace number, the goal is to hold around, let's see here. The goal is to hold between a 726 to a 732. I'm telling you right now, I have a feeling it's going to be faster than that. I'm not sure about today. It will be faster than 726 for sure. Because it is hot, I'm not sure how my heart rate is going to respond to being outside. Might be a little high. But physically, I think it's going to be somewhere in the 650s. Maybe even a little quicker. So we'll just see how the workout plays out. But 726 to 732, 3x3 miles, 150 to 155 heart rate. And then we have 2x1 mile, stronger than Ironman pace. So I'll be able to open it up a little bit here. And then the rest is aerobic, warm down, 1.5 miles. So should come out to 17.98 miles. Should be a good workout. Really excited about it. Driving over right now. We're gonna get set up, crank this thing out. This will be a good test. Have a good day. Let's go. Mile 1, 8:15. Body's actually kind of feeling a little bit the same as yesterday. I just don't feel like I have all the pop in my legs, but I'll be all right. Mile 2, 8:09. I think I'm gonna try to hold between 7 and 720 for this first round. We'll see. First mile, 6:53. I'm locked into a good pace here. 2 laps. Let's go. Let's go. That way, I get a chance to refill on water. Woo! 6:58 for the 3rd mile. So we got 6:53, 7, and 6:58. I think a total there is like probably around 6:58. Half mile pull down. All right, round 2. Let's go. Fuck. Second mile, 6:57. I got a 6:56 and a 6:57. $7:01. 2 by 1 mile. We're gonna go harder than we did last block, so I'm shooting for 6:40 to 6:45. Let's go. $6:37. Let's go. One more set. Oh, hamstring started pulling a little bit. Ah. 6:46. I'll take it. I'll fucking take that. Ah, shit. Ah. All right, that's a wrap on the workout. Really solid work. I'm quite surprised the carryover from the treadmill to the streets. I think we made a lot of progress this prep, and it's got a little bit more to do on the bike, but as long as we can get off the bike feeling fresh for the Ironman, we're gonna have a really strong marathon. So just gotta keep laying bricks, and we'll end up in a good position to hit our goals. All right guys, that is a wrap on the 18 miles. Like I just said out there, I'm pretty impressed. Not shocked, but I'm impressed how well the carryover is from my treadmill to running outside. When it's hotter like it was today, these are more variables that you don't necessarily get when you're on the treadmill. So I think in that aspect, it is important to make sure that you're getting heat accumulated, just used to those headwinds and tailwinds. And for today's run, we had 18 miles, 2 hours, 16 minutes, 147 heart rate, 734 pace. And for the intervals, 3 by 3 miles. I'm just gonna give you the average mile of each set. So the first set of 3 by 3 miles was a 6:59 pace. The second round was a 6:57 pace. The third round was a 6:56 pace. And then we had 2x1 mile. First mile, 6:38. Second mile, started to feel a little pulling in my hamstring, but I was still able to give the best effort I could, 6:47. So a total, all of those combined, 6:55 for 11 miles of work. That's a great effort considering how hard the week has been. What we did yesterday, we swam the full distance, we rode 75 miles, then we ran. Now today, 18 miles at that pace. About another 19-hour week. Man, it starts to hit you once you get closer and closer to your race. Just like how much work has been put in. And yeah, man, today was one of those days where I'm just like, damn, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency, a lot of saying no to a lot of things, and staying disciplined, whether that be nutritionally, going out, things like that. It's just taken a lot to get to this point, and pretty happy with it. So that pretty much wraps up week number 6. I'm supposed to spin my legs for 30 minutes, but honestly, I don't think that's gonna really do anything. I'd rather, just go stretch at home and maybe get in the hot tub, get some good stretching in, get some good food, get rehydrated, and then week 7 is gonna be pretty gnarly, but I will cover that on the next video. But for right now, that's pretty much a wrap. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys, all the love, all the support. Catch you on the next video. Peace.